Good morning, everybody. It is about 7 a.m. Usually what time I wake up, if not a little bit earlier. I slept in today, but I just thought I'd show you my morning regiment with the plants, and I'll go ahead and show off some of the things part of our plants and things. So what I do is I just kind of come around, check everybody out. As far as water, what needs to be sprayed, I come over, look at the terrarium here, open it up. And I know it's been a few days since I've given this a quote-unquote rainstorm, so we'll just go ahead and give this a nice little spray through, make sure everything is looking good. Excuse me, I'm doing this by myself. Michaela doesn't doesn't wake up for a little while. So yeah, I do all this stuff in the morning by myself, make sure the plants and things are doing well. So I give that a little spray through, and then I'll again, just check everything out, just making sure we're looking good everywhere. Do some what I call weight tests for some of the smaller pots, like this guy. He still has water in him, I can tell. The weight test is know how heavy or light your plant is when it doesn't have any water in it. So then when you go by and you pick up the pot, then you know if it has water or not. So if it feels heavier than what you know it should feel with water in it, then you know, okay, it still has water in it. If it feels really, really light, to where it was when you didn't have any water in it, then you know it's probably time to water it. Unless it's like a succulent or cactus, which sometimes they prefer going without some water for a little bit. So again, I'm spraying all the mainly tropical plants that I know would prefer having their leaves sprayed in the morning and just having a nice little misting. And this is good for your plants in general. Not every day. Some plants don't like it. Again, sorry if I'm all offset. I'm trying to watch what I'm spraying. I don't want to spray my house. But some plants like it, and other times it's great for cleaning necessities. If you're finding that your plants are getting spots on the leaves, they probably just need to be A, wiped down, and B, sprayed every once in a while with some water. Here's a little succulent thing. Again, this doesn't need to be watered much of at all. I'm mainly focusing on the what should you call them, string of pearls here, and my new growth, my new propagation in the back, which was kind of drying out. So I give those a quick little few sprays, and that generally wraps up my morning with these guys. Let's see, I'll swing around and show you the trees and the other succulents real quick. Here's our tree corner. You'd recognize this if you saw our first indoor plant tour. So yeah, I don't normally spray these guys anymore every single day. I used to kind of give the corn plant here a spray, but then we had that root rot happen, and I figured it was my fault for spraying this a little bit too much. I don't know, I just thought, you know, kind of a tropical plant, I should give it some more water, but just like a lot of other people, that is incorrect. I overwatered it, and yeah, like we said, we kind of lost the top of this guy right here. We had to cut here and cut here. If I can focus on that. There we go, focus. There we go. Yeah, I had to cut that off because it was rotted. But what I do over here is I will spray the pothos cuttings that we have. We don't really need to spray these a whole lot. Again, these are very easy plants to get going again as far as rooting them and stuff, but the extra little sprays every other day to every 3 days kind of boosts it, gives a little help. So okay, we'll go ahead and go to our last plants out here, which will be our succulents. Alrighty, here we are in our little kitchen succulents. These are not obviously the only succulents we have. We also have the succulent pot, but this is our little succulent corner in the kitchen. These, I do kind of spray these, not these guys here, but mainly this tray here, because it is a smaller tray. It's only about that thick. There are drainage holes definitely, but it it sucks up the water a lot quicker than the other pots. And I just noticed that these succulents tend to dry out a little bit faster than the other ones, because I think that they're getting rid of the water that they use a lot quicker than the other ones, but that's not a big deal. Again, they're succulents, they can survive just about anything. And I did forget one, and that's gonna be right down here. I was informed that we thought this was a rubber plant. We were told at the gardening store that this was a rubber plant, but I was informed yesterday by a great Redditor that it's a I'm gonna butcher the name, Alga, Algarada, blah, 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 blah. Someone will let me know, but it's not a rubber plant. It's kind of like a flowering plant, I guess. Irregardless, we love it. It's one of our favorite plants. It was one of our original plants. Again, you can see all this information in our plant tour video, but I give this one a good nice little rain shower in the morning. We don't water this one a lot because it doesn't need it a lot. It really doesn't suck up the water. We do the weight test with this one a lot. It isn't a bigger pot, but still it really doesn't need a lot of water. I think the last time we watered was maybe a month and a half ago, and it's still doing really well. Another good way to test is to stick your finger in up to your first knuckle, and if you feel water up to there, I've already done it, so I'm not going to do it again, but if you feel wet soil up to your first knuckle there, then you're still doing okay. So there you go. So there's the plant part of my morning. Now let's go to the things part. Introduce you to our animal. So here we have little Blue, and I think you just heard Bruce there. So yes, it is true, we have cats and rats. The rats, there's another one. There's a little Crispers. So there's our two rats here. And in the mornings, this is their evening. This is they're about to go to sleep for the day because they are nocturnal. So they kind of come out, and you can see they already know what's going on. I normally will give them a little yogurt treat right now. It's gonna be a little. I'll do that off camera. It's a little bit difficult with one hand, but I'll give them a yogurt treat, and then that's kind of their cue that okay, that's my, late night coffee or late night snack, and I can go to bed now. So there's part of our things there. Two little rats, Crispy on the left and Blue on the right. And now for the troublemakers. Here's Bruce. Say hi, Bruce. I don't know why, but whenever I have the camera up, he feels that he needs to be up in the camera's business. But we've had him for about a year now, and tailing behind him is his sister, Sasha. Say hi, Sasha. She is the most photogenic and I know, sweetie, and loving kitty. We rescued her. She was a stray on the street for about a year, and a local shelter was having a deal where someone was giving away cats. Basically, they bought all of the strays and they were giving them away for free, and she was one of them. So we took it upon ourselves to go ahead and adopt her. And Bruce was from, I think, Petco or the like. He was from an overrun and overburdened I can't think of the word, but like pet facility where they hold cats and dogs. Not exactly like a puppy mill, but they were just it was overcrowded where he was. It was an overcrowded shelter. That's right. So he came from Alaska, I believe. He took a long journey from Alaska to Denver, and there you go. But normally in the mornings for them, I'll just give them their food. They get fed twice a day, typically. So we'll give them a bowl of food in the morning and then a bowl of food in the evening after we eat, and that seems to keep them very happy. So that's going to wrap it up for my little solo video this morning while Michaela's sleeping. Just kind of show everyone my morning regimen a little bit of spraying the plants, making sure that the ones that need some water get water. If they need some leaves torn off, or if they're looking a little shrubby, I can go ahead and prune them up. And then I go around and check out the animals and feed them up and make sure their water's good. Just make sure all the living things that we're taking care of are fully taken care of. So again, I appreciate everyone stopping by, checking out this video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, especially the subscribe button, so you can tag along with all of our adventures. We'll try and upload videos as much as we can. So yeah, thanks again. We'll see you in the next one.